Hey guys, M13 here, and I want to ask you, why does all the weird stuff happen to McDonald's? Yeah, there's another kid in a car with no seatbelt. Never seen that before in Taiwan. Yeah, I know they're stopped, but I can guarantee once they start moving, it's still going to be the same. Oh yeah, two women holding hands. Yeah, that's right. Back to back. Requiem for a Dream? Is that what it's called? Anyways. I was at McDonald's, okay, about an hour ago, a little bit more, and something strange happened, so I'm going to describe that. I got a little bit of video that I took while it happened, but not much. Okay, first of all, this is what you didn't see. I'm in the McDonald's, I'm on the first floor, and then some guy comes in and walks directly upstairs. And I notice, I don't know, evidently I'm an observant person because I notice stuff like that. Like I noticed the fact that he came in, didn't buy anything, and went upstairs. That catches my eye. But chances are he's just coming in to use the toilet because the toilet's on the second floor. But I still notice it. Anyways, and then in no time he's coming back down again. But this is really weird. He's holding a girl's hand. He's not holding her hand. He's holding her wrist. And he's kind of like walking down the stairs with her. He's not pulling her. It doesn't look forceful, but it looks strange. But it's strange because the girl's wearing a helmet. Look who's talking, right? She's wearing a helmet and a face mask. So she's got like an open-faced helmet on, and then like a coughing surgical mask thing. You know, like a coughing mask. Those are common here. And it's not odd for someone to wear a helmet into McDonald's, but it is very odd for someone to wear a helmet out of McDonald's, because you don't normally put your helmet on until you get outside, unless of course it's raining, and it's a beautiful day. So she leaves, and she's coming from the second floor with her helmet already on, right? So it just didn't. So now I'm really observant, and so he walks, and it gets weirder. He walks outside with her, and he's leading, and he's like leading her along the street, and he doesn't. He walks about a half a block up the street. I'm still watching, and I'm wondering, at this point I'm wondering, are they going to get on a motorcycle? Because she's wearing a helmet. And no, he takes her to a car. And then he opens the door to the car, and then the girl passes out. I swear. He opens the door, and she fucking drops. And she's not faking it, because she dropped, and her head like bounced off the pavement. You know, when you fake passing out, you kind of fall gracefully. She didn't. She just blacked out. And so I'm just like, what the hell? So and then the driver of the car, there's somebody else in the car, a driver, another guy, and he gets out, and they kind of like put the girl into the car, and then after they do that, and it was interesting that the fact that they'd stopped the car about like a block away from the McDonald's. They didn't need to. There were parking spots in front of the McDonald's. He was specifically trying to keep himself distanced from the girl. He didn't want to be caught on camera or something. So, and then after they put the girl into the car, the good-looking guy that took her outside, and I'm mentioning that fact because maybe it was his job to get the girl and bring her somewhere else or something for some other guys. Sometimes gangsters and bad guys, what they'll do is they'll use one good-looking guy to go pick up a girl, and then the good-looking guy will take the girl somewhere where she'll get raped by someone entirely different. Yeah, I've seen it done in the movies once, and I've heard about it being done in real life a few times, where like some really good-looking guy will go to a bar and he'll like pick up some above average looking girl. The guy is like really good looking, and he picks up an above average looking girl, and he'll take her to his house, but it isn't his house, it's somebody else's house, and inside there's like 5 or 6 ugly guys, and then they'll just rape the girl. And they'll give the good looking guy some money, and he'll leave. Yeah, it's horrible, but it happens. So then and then the guy who took the girl out of the McDonald's, he reaches into the car and he pulls out a motorcycle helmet. So it's just, there was a car, and then the other guy possibly came on a motorcycle, or I think he came in the car, but it was just weird, man. And then I went upstairs and just started like questioning, because I was curious, like what went up upstairs. Did he walk up and like grab the girl? Was she sitting there with no helmet on? Then he went upstairs and then she put her helmet on. So I started to ask people. I went upstairs and asked people. I'm like, who saw the girl with the helmet on? And some guy put up his hand. It was like a high school student. So I walked up and asked him some questions, and he said that she was just sitting there at a table with no food, no drink, and a helmet on. She was just sitting at a table, just sitting there for like 5-10 minutes with her helmet on, until some guy came in, walked up to her, took her by the hand, and then let her out. It's just weird, man. There's a Hummer. So yeah, I have a little bit of video that I took. I started the video when she passed out, because that's when it got like, it was already weird, and that's when it got really weird, It was just, she was walking perfectly fine. She didn't look drunk or anything. And then they get to the car, and he opens the door, and she just drops. It's like, click, boom. It's like, what's with that? So, maybe there's somebody in the car that tasered her? Like, I don't know, maybe. Maybe she got to the car and she's like, oh no, you're going to put me in the... And then they tasered her. I don't know what happened. So yeah. I told the McDonald's staff, and oddly enough, there was one person who actually seemed very concerned. And she took down my number, and then she went and she said she was going to get all the... They had cameras running all over the McDonald's, right? So they're going to get all those cameras. And they actually... I was explaining to one of the staff what was going on as I'm actually making the video. You'll hear me talking. 有跌到，然后他开门的时候，那个女生跌倒，她昏倒在地板。可是那个女生是穿安全帽还有口罩，所以她不要人看她是谁。然后他们要放她进去一个车子，她是从2楼下来，戴安全帽还有口罩。对。 男生进去2楼，带他下来，他是安全帽还有口罩，然后那个男生拉着他推一个车子，让他搭车的时候他昏倒，真的很奇怪。